Let's do this. We're going on attempt number 3 of please God, please, just let me live. It'd be so cool if I got to live. I don't foresee this run going much better, if I'm being honest, though. Like, just as a heads up, I did go ahead and start the game a little bit ahead, just because I wanted to import settings and stuff and just avoid all that kind of annoying shit early on. So there wasn't any of me having to go through menus and fix things I didn't like. Oh my god. Why? I don't understand why there's a cutscene for... I mean, I do, but Jesus Christ. You know? Let's go grab this real fast. Why the hell is my settings like that? What the fuck? Don't need that. Don't need that. I guess it kept it from the old archer that I leveled way back when. I didn't realize that. That's weird. Because, like, I am level 3, I don't have any of these skills. So I don't know why I put them on the hotbars. Yes, that's great, awesome, cool, whatever. Yeah, just give me the damn archer quest. Are you ready to shoot your bow and die? Come on, shoot your bows with us. Wait, what? Oh, did I accidentally put no? Fucking damn it! No! God! Why does it automatically put it to no? Who the fu- Square. Why? Okay, I'll go through a little slower this time. Yes. Just walk all the way here. I'm like, nah, actually, I think archers are kind of pussies. I'll see you later. See, this is why I hate New Gridania. It's like, this map is so annoyingly big, and they put a grand total of 1 single Aetheryte here. And it's to get to the Archers Guild, which they just randomly have even further out of the way for no fucking reason. It's like, Gridania is easily the worst city, and it's not even close. Isn't there... Disabled in UI settings. Character. You know, I'll keep it on just in case, because I feel like there are some bullshit things in, like, Heaven's Ward and Stormblood that are just like, hey, here's some systems that will literally never, ever, ever, ever come up again. So probably better to have that stuff on just in case. And just do myself a favor and collect all these now. I don't think there's ever a world where I'm gonna have to go to the Botanist Guild, but you know, I might as well just grab it in case. I mean, hell, not even the fucking Botanist quest line happens here, not really. No. Yes. I wonder if, like, because, like, some people, it's like, clearly are just like, oh, this person doesn't have anything. And they're just trying to be nice. But I wonder if, like, some of these things are just, like, straight up bots that do it. Like, that one probably wasn't, because that was, like, an actual person playing over there. But I do wonder if, like, some people just have bots set up to try and, like, actually just farm free company. Like, players. Which, like, you know, I wouldn't put it past them. As much as people try to, like, pretend like, oh, you know, Final Fantasy XIV is super, super not toxic, and everyone's so nice, and everything's so wonderful. It's like, that's such a load of shit. There are just as many toxic players that play Final Fantasy as there are any other game. I hate that kind of shit of just like, oh yeah, we're such a, like, loving community and everyone is friends here and everything's great and we never ever ever are just absolute fucking lunatics for no reason. Like, I remember, trying to think, like, what was it that, I remember there was just something really stupid the community got mad at. Oh, yeah! I remember when, like, Dawn Trail first came out, it's like, you know, the story was divisive, and people were, like, on one side or the other of the aisle. I thought it was fine. I think it's, like, some of the stuff I could have dealt without. Some of it was fine. But I remember people complaining that the dungeons, the end game dungeons, were too hard for the new expansion, and I gotta be honest with you, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Wait, huh? Hold on. I thought I set up so that my hotbars would, like, actually be... Oh. But this is the same. Oh, weird. So I have that over there. So it copied that stuff, but it didn't copy my keybinds. That's so weird. Well, whatever. So, do not care about my fishing log. This is gonna just be a miserable time. Like, I tried before to level Archer and, you know, subsequently Bard. And I just think Bard sucks, man. Like, Bard is so ass in comparison to every other job. Especially because it's like, every other job has slowly, like, just deleted dots because it's like, hey, you know, in Final Fantasy, dots kind of don't fucking make any sense and sort of suck ass. But it doesn't... Did it not save the configurations I put in? Like, it saved this shit, which I don't need. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. No. Okay. Character. Okay. At least that part's right. I will take a shitty yellow eye patch, please. Thank you. Oh, I can just return. Wait, fuck. No, I was looking at the wrong thing because I'm a dumbass. Well, whatever, I'll just get the archery skilled stuff out of the way. But I just think that Bard dots are just such a old system, and they just don't really work anymore. They made sense back when, like, you know, there were other jobs that used dots, but now that it's like nobody else does, I feel like they're just like, what purpose do they serve? I don't know. I feel like it's a waste of, you know, what could actually be like fun and more interactive like skills they could put in place of it, but like instead it's just like, nope, here's just damage over time. Woohoo! It's like, I feel like they could have actually like leaned into like, okay, well what if Bard actually had more like support abilities to it and was like strictly like way more utility focused. It's like, well, that would be cool, but then nobody would play it. And it's like, but I mean, do you think that's a problem of, there it is. I don't know. I just feel like Bard has no real fantasy that it fulfills. Because, like, the songs and everything just work like a static buff rotation that just doesn't actually matter. And they're just not very interesting. It's like, because, I mean, what is it? I mean, I can't even see them here because I don't have it unlocked yet. But it's just like team-wide buffs that are, you know, way less than the rest of the buffs. And I mean, now that, like, you know, 2-minute cooldowns are going away entirely, it's like, I guess that adds to the unique charm of Bard, because now it will actually have, like, utility focus that other jobs don't have access to. But I'm just curious to see, like, what else that implies. Like, because please, for the love of fuck, get rid of dots. They're so useless, they're so bad, they're so nothing. Just stop having them. I mean, you know, I'm saying all this stuff like it matters, but in reality, it's like nobody's gonna fucking play Bard in the next expansion anyway. Everyone's gonna rush to play the new thing that's probably just gonna be, you know, I mean, since we have Bard and Dancer, I imagine the next range DPS is gonna be more like selfish damage, kind of like akin to Machinist, but because it's gonna be a new job, it's gonna be way better. So it's just going to be, hey, did you want to play Machinist 2.0 or Machinist? And I think we all know what everyone's going to pick there. My guess for the new job is probably just that it's a falconer. Like, you probably use like a special glove or something to control the a like the bird they showed off in like the Evercold trailer, something like that. But I mean, we'll see. I can't imagine what else it would be, though. Like... Ugh. The Magict Blade. Oh, I didn't want to fucking... Oh, it's a blade. Alright. And here comes the shit. Also, I mean, like, just look at this. Bard has an even worse rotation than tanks do. I have the ability to press one button, and then, after that one button, if I'm lucky, I get to press a different button. But only if I'm lucky. Well done, we're almost there. Whoa. I just want to, oh, we beat it? That's great, alright. Yep. Right, I don't have any of these. I am tempted to just say fuck it and just go grab a, like, mount from one of the, probably, like, letters I have. It's like, it's not like it really does that much, it just makes this less of a drag. That's a sword. Good work. Level up. Obtain Chigo egg sacs from Chigos. One thing I'm really hoping for with the new expansion is just like, you know, maybe a hard look at quest design, because, you know, it's just not very interesting. And I mean, it's one thing to get lost in the story. Like, there's a lot of good to love in Final Fantasy, and the story is great, but it's really hard for like to try and defend it when it's just like, all right, but if I don't like this story, then what reason is there to play your game? And it's like, oh well, you can play for like all the good raids and stuff, and it's like, okay, so I have to get to late game, right? Yep. So that means that I'll have to spend like 400 hours essentially clicking on NPCs to then tell me to go click on other NPCs or other objects by NPCs to then and go talk to those other NPCs. Do I have that right? Yeah. It's like, I can't really blame people for not like really wanting to give Final Fantasy a shot, especially in today's day and age. Like, I really feel like Final Fantasy would get so much out of just having a, like, because I know they have the story skip shit, but it's like, nobody wants to pay for that, man. Why not just have it be like, if you want to experience the original story as it was intended, here's this option to build a character like that. However, if you just want to start getting directly into Heaven's Ward or Stormblood or anything else, here's this other option where like you could fast track it, like make it something like 10 quests where it's just essentially like, here's a quick like 10-minute movie of like what happened to summarize the events of Realm Reborn. Especially with like how they've been changing the like the way skills work. But I doubt they're gonna do that because, you know, even with Evercold, they've been saying it's like, oh, but we're gonna make it so that most of your skills unlock at level 50. Which it's like, that's great and all, but like, just Realm Reborn sucks, man. It sucks. It's so nothing. And I know it's necessary, a lot of the groundwork gets covered in Realm Reborn, but God, its story is just so... Ugh. And it's just a constant case of the, like... Oh, well, what interesting characters do you meet here in the early portions of Final Fantasy XIV? And it's like, oh, well, really none. They all kind of suck and are basically wet noodles that just kind of stand there. What? Yeah, they kind of... None of them really matter until, I don't know, like at least a little bit into Heaven's Ward. Then you can start actually giving a fuck about characters. Because, like, I don't know, none of the... I think the only character that really gets any major screen time in Realm Reborn is fucking, what's her name? Minfilia. Which is funny because nobody likes Minfilia. Like, she's like easily the most important character in Realm Reborn, and I can't think of anyone who's just like, oh yeah, my girl Minfilia, I love that bitch. It's like, no. No, nobody cares. Especially because just like, she's such a like basic damsel in distress that doesn't ever really achieve anything. It's like the original story, she gets kidnapped, and then in the post-patch, she gets kidnapped again. And then just kind of fucking dies. Until you get to Shadowbringers, and then like, she has actual significance again. But actually, when I think about it, I feel like probably like a lot of people's qualms with Minfilia are the exact same problems people had with Sphene and not even Sphene really, just Wuklamot in Dawn Trail, where it's just like, it's not that nobody likes the character, it's just the fact that it's like, it feels like the development of all other characters was shoved into a fucking sack and thrown into the dumpster so that this one character could be given way too much fucking screen time. It's kind of like if they started up a TV show and they called it like The Adventures of Melvin, and you go through like 5 seasons of just characterizing Melvin and his companions, and you're like, man, this is great. And then they start the 6th season and Melvin is in like one, you know what, I don't even have to, it's literally fucking exactly what happened to The Mandalorian. Like, everyone loved Mandalorian season 1. It was just like very, very well praised, and people were like, this is great, this is awesome, thank God, like a new Star Wars IP that actually feels like something interesting and unique. And then the next seasons came out and they were like, hey, what if we just didn't have the Mandalorian in the Mandalorian show? And surprisingly to absolutely fucking no one, no one wanted to fucking watch it because of that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like Square learned their lesson, but at the same time, it's just one of those things where sometimes I feel like you can get a little blind and think like, oh my god, this character's so awesome, everyone's gonna love them. And, you know, they don't, and they probably won't. It's sort of like if a DM, like, you know, for a D&D game, introduces like just some random super important character that's like got a billowing cape and all this like other like juxtaposition and just all this important details surrounding them. But if like the players don't fucking care, then don't keep trying to force that character to matter in the narrative. Because it's just it's just gonna suck for everyone. Like sometimes a character just doesn't work that well. That's it. There's no greater issue. There's not like, oh my god, you guys just are being mean to me, or you just have shit taste or anything like that. It's like sometimes just shit doesn't mesh. Sometimes players want very specific things. Or if you've, you know, kind of trained your players to understand, like, hey, this this thing that you love and care about, we're gonna do something in a different direction, and just kind of ignore the other stuff that you guys have cared about for a while. And you know, when you do stuff like that, people tend to not take it so well. And it usually ends up being a pretty dog shit move in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if I'm making any fucking sense. I feel like I'm just rambling, but I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, help. I've been hurt. Oh no, not a clay golem! Wait, I thought... Did they just switch it so that it's a clay golem for every single version of this? Oh, if it isn't Useless 1 and Useless 2. I feel like I should make it clear. I do actually really like the story of Final Fantasy, including A Realm Reborn. Like, I do want to make that perfectly clear. Oh my god. But I think, actually caring about something means that it has flaws and is imperfect. Like, I'm not just some lunatic that's gonna just sit here and be like, nope, Final Fantasy is the perfect game. There's never been any mistakes or any errors. There's never been anything wrong. Because clearly those people have never ever played the early expansions of this game, and it shows. God, I can still remember the days when they tried to give ranged physical DPS a cast time to their abilities. Now that was a stupid fuck-ass decision. But in spite of everything, I do want to say I do love all this stuff, and I do love this game, and I've played it a ton over the years. But I don't think it's... I feel like it's important to understand that, criticism of something doesn't mean you hate it. And I think that's something that's been lost, especially through internet discourse over the last, 5-10 years. It's just you get all these people who are just like, I didn't like this thing, so it's bad, because my opinion is the only opinion, and I am the only one. I don't know what the word objective even means. Blah, blah, blah. Hatred, hatred, hatred. And it's just yeah, it's great, but do you have any, observable points about why this thing sucks, or is it just your personal opinion and basically a shit piece for 30 fucking minutes? It just gets frustrating. Oh, right, I was gonna try to see if I can pick up a mount. Where is the... It's in the Old Gridania, yeah, over there, in the amphitheater. But the reason I think that the discourse and everything is important is because I think that the other side of the coin, where it's there are the people that just fucking hate on shit all goddamn day and just whine and cry about stuff, are just as annoying as sorry, I was a little distracted there. Uh, sorry, I keep getting distracted by this stuff. But all I was trying to say was just I think that actual discourse is important, but it's just like kind of a lost art these days. Especially because, like, you know, so many people just get stuck in like the nitty-gritty of like absolute bullshit. Like, so for example, you know the new Wolverine game that's coming out? It's like I've heard like there's so many people that are like dogpiling on like shitting on it, and I gotta be honest, I looked and it doesn't look like the most like amazing or unique thing ever in the history of the world, but I'm also just like, I think it looks fine. It doesn't look like it's, you know, particularly offensive or bad. It just doesn't, it's just kind of, meh. It's another superhero game where you play as a superhero. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's, like, so many people are already dogpiling it, and, like, you know, then you've got, like, both sides of the aisle suddenly being like, oh, it's because of, like, woke game designers, or because of this, or because of that, and, like, everyone's just, like, shitting on it, and it's just like, I mean, the game's not even out yet. And we've seen, I don't know, 10 minutes of gameplay. It's like, I feel like the important thing is, like, the weight of the combat should feel good. And being Wolverine, you should be able to rip the, like, tear people to fucking pieces. As long as you're able to do those two things, I think it's probably fine. But at the same time, I think it's also important to note that, you know, if things do suck about it and it does, like, fail to, like, kind of do its job, I hate the other side of the argument where it's like, oh, well, it's just because, like, you know, the, like, extremists don't like the game or this, and it's like, and their voice is so much louder. I'm like, that's also just horseshit. It's like, if a game isn't good, it's not going to sell well. The end. That's just how it is. And I don't know. It's like, I just feel like there's so little room for actual discussion these days. It's just a, like, them versus us in, like, every fucking scenario, and it's so infuriating. Because it ruins the chance for actual dialogue and, you know, like, well thought out discussion that can actually help to, like, figure things out. It's why I genuinely hate that shit where people will be like, oh, just let people enjoy things. It's like, okay, but if someone's, like, drinking actual liquid motor oil or something, it's like, it's not something they should try to enjoy. That's something that they should be told, no, stop killing yourself with this. It's like how there are, like how there are whales in video games and stuff. It's like, unauthorized summon mount. Why? Can I not summon mounts until I do that quest? That's annoying. Well, that sucks. But I think like the existence of whales in video games are usually a pretty good indicator that shit's pretty unhealthy, at least from like a you know, economical standpoint. Like League of Legends is a good example, and where like you can easily spend like $10,000 on like the total amount of cosmetics in that game. Which I just don't think is a healthy thing and feels immediately predatory. Because I don't think the argument is that it's like, oh, well, you know, it's only whales that are buying this stuff and it's only whales that are doing this. Like, because, like, yeah, but that doesn't make it healthier, because that means that it's like, okay, so money is being put towards these absolute lunatics that are going to spend tens of thousands of dollars on your game instead of the everyday player. So all you're going to have after enough time passes is strictly these guys that have all spent a fuckload of money on your game, and then everyone else is gone. Which just, I don't feel like I need to explain why that's bad for a game's health. Because like, your average player, it's like, if it feels like they can't get anything with like, you know, $10 to $20 versus the guy that spends, you know, $20,000 over the course of like 10 years or something, then why would they keep fucking playing your game? And then if that happens, where that person decides like, all right, well, you know, this game just isn't fucking worth it, I'm gonna just go do something else. Like, if that happens, then you lose your player base, and if there's not enough players, then the game dies, regardless of if there's like, you know, people that spend that $10 to $20 to $30,000 or whatever, because that's one dude, and one dude does not a MMO make. I feel like the same thing happened with you know, this could be me talking out of my ass a bit, but I think the same thing happened to Diablo Immortal. I can't imagine that game has like any active players that aren't whales, if it's even still going. I don't know if there's still active development for Diablo Immortal anymore, but I just remember it coming out and seeing like the ludicrous amounts of money that like people were spending on that shit. Which is just like insane to me that anyone would be able to want to or need to spend that much money on something. Yeah. I just think it's disappointing. I think it's a constant problem with a lot of game design, where it's like you build for something that just, it will never work, even in like the greediest or like, you know, best case scenarios. It's the same with, it's like, alright, we're gonna make this game super only for like one specific audience. and then we're gonna insult the other side, the other portion of our audience, and then we're gonna act surprised when the game comes out and nobody fucking plays it. Because, like, yeah, you alienated a huge amount of possible participation. I don't know. I just think it's all fucking stupid sometimes. I do hate how much it feels like so much of actual discourse is just kind of thrown out the window in, like, accordance with, like, agendas, it feels like. If something is, like, I feel like a dog shit game will always be a dog shit game. The end. It doesn't matter whether it's, like, you know, left-leaning, right-leaning, whatever kind of game it is, whatever, like, objective it wants to tell. If it's not a good game, it's going to suck no matter what, like, support it has or audience it's aiming for or anything like that. Case in point, oh shit. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people forget, but, like, you know, in the early 2000s, there were plenty of those, like, dude bro games that, like, I really feel like tried to lean to be like, yo, this is strictly for, like, only, I guess what, like, most people would call, like, a right-wing audience these days, where it's just like, ah, come on. Piss off, you damn bird. Trying to collect mushrooms here. Oh, come on. There we go. Like, for example, like Duke Nukem Forever, if anyone remembers that fucking train wreck. Or, what the hell was it called? I just remember it being really fucking stupid. It was like Bulletstorm or something like that. Where it banked so heavily on, like, the idea of, like, oh, I get to kick people in the dick and it can flip someone off to kill them. It was just, like, all this kind of stupid bullshit that's just like, okay, but is the game fun? Like, I don't care that you get to do that. And, like, you know, the same is true, like, now when, like, they bring out these games, like, what was the fucking newest one that came out a while back? The, mixtape or whatever? The one where it's, like, a bunch of licensed songs and it's, like, barely even a game. It's, like, an interactive movie. Like, literally to the point of being, like, those, like, like, I'm fucking dating myself here, but, like, those, like, DVD, like, interactive features from way, way back in the day, where it's just like, oh, do this stupid dumb shit because that's why you paid $20 for this disc with the movie on it. We have to package a bunch of random crap with it too. It's like, that's, for what I've seen of it, that's what that game reminds me of. It's just like, it's the kind of game where it's like, you need to put the minimal, like the most minimal amount of any effort put into the game, and it just kind of plays itself. Which it's like, you know, people like that. I mean, more power to them. If they like find something about the story that like really matters to them, then that's cool too, I guess. But I don't know. For me, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't ask the question of like, wow, this is such a bad game. I just ask my question. I just ask like, why was this not like a TV show or something? Because like the gameplay in it is like half a second. So like, why is it a game? I don't know. Like, I feel like if something is just not gonna be fun to play, it's not like, obviously it's like we're gonna make this like really cool for the combat or the creature design or anything that you put into the game. It's like, then why is it a video game? It's like, did you just do this because you wanted to? That's it? Because I feel like that's a stupid reason to make a video game. Gotta love spam calls. Yeah, I think that agenda doesn't really matter in a video game. I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, if what you're portraying is in a like is well done, then the people that you want the game to speak to will resonate with the game, and you'll have your audience. And I don't know, I think it's genuinely frustrating when people are just like, oh, we wanted this game to sell 8 quintillion copies, and it's like, there's no fucking world that was ever gonna happen. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like it's sorry, this has just been a very long-winded, kind of nonsensical rambling. But one thing I wanted to try and get across was just that I feel like subject matter for video games can really be anything. The important part is that you make the game because it's something you wanted to make. It's like, if you're making it for, you know, to try and like scream at people with a like point, or just harp on something and just preach to people, nobody's gonna care. And in the same way, if you try to make a game that's for quote unquote everyone, again, nobody's gonna care, and it's just gonna fall flat. Like, especially in today's market, it's like there's so many games that are trying to be the next like AAA, like million, billion, quadrillion dollar idea that just like blows up the market, and it's like, this is gonna be the next Fortnite, and it's like, bitch, Fortnite wasn't even the next Fortnite. Fortnite started as a like tower defense shooter or something. The Battle Royale shit was like a thing they did as a side project that just happened to do better. And I feel like that should be telling as to what actually creates fun and interactive games. Is it's just like, hey, we wanted to do this and we thought it would be fun and weird. I also think it's why AAA suffers so much in the current industry. Not that I, you know, really mind. I think AAA can go and fucking fall in a hole and just stay there. But, I think that, like, you know, in the current, like, setting, so many more, like, unique and interesting like indie developed games come out because you know, the barrier to entry for now for video game development is pretty low. Like, realistically, it's like, yeah, you can use a bunch of VA work, you can do a bunch of stuff like that, you can put all these like fancy dressings and all this extra shit all over your stuff. But at the end of the day, if you know how to code and you know how to like work with a like game design system like with Unity or like any engine or anything like that, then odds are you'll probably do fine. This thing's not gonna get... Yeah, like, I just think that, you know, and the same was true of the industry. Like, you look back, like, you know, 20 years, it's like, people didn't make Halo because they were like, oh, yeah, this is gonna make the most money and do all the things. It's like, no, it's like, obviously, you know, money was part of it. Like, you're funded by Microsoft, you got all this other shit going on, and they want to make money. But, I mean, the original game design was pretty, like, locked in. They knew what they wanted to do, and they fucking did it. It worked out pretty damn well. It's just kind of how it goes. Same with movies or anything else. It's like, if you make something with the sole purpose of making money, it's probably gonna suck. Not always, but probably. Sorry, I've just been like kind of talking out of my ass just to try and like keep my brain going, because oh, this is so boring. Oh no, not DeForg. Good night, Mr. Ford. Oh, man. Britannia's quests suck. Like, this is so... like... Oh, wait, I can actually TP back here, finally. But, like, why are all these quests in just random fucking corners next to no aetherites? Bernard, have you seen anything? Nope. Okay, thanks, Bernard. Well, off to bumfuck nowhere. Great. Oh, it's not even fucking in here? Ugh. Oh, would you please just piss off? Ugh. Lay there, egg! He's tougher than he looks. You're winning! I know. Look up, look out, he's up to something extra nasty, Kupo. Oh, he's dead. Sorry, I needed a second there. Here, egg. You take, I eat. Yummy. This is what the letter that tells me, oh, it's time to go to the other cities now. Not quite. Alright, first is the tree and then I'll be the other things. go. Oh no, the fate I wasn't actually doing, I failed it. Oh no. Fiddle-dee-dee, doodle-dee-doo. Ooh, fuck up this tree. Hee-dee-hee-hoo.
Oh no, not a void scent. Waddly days.
Got it.
Oh shit. Oh no, how will I ever defeat this? I don't really need it, if I'm being honest. No, I really don't think so. Got him. Ooh. Oh.
Got some cool new shoes. Okay. I'm tired. I know it's only been an hour and a half, but like I can only play so much of this game before it actively makes me want to just sleep. I mean, at least until I get to a portion of the game where it's not I'm pressing the same 2 buttons. I think I'm gonna call stream here. And, be back to it tomorrow. So until then, as always, thanks so much for watching.